Dominique, your position about this new way of, these new processes, new way of working.
Thank you. It's my position is quite radical, as usual. Um, First of all, I would like to say that design thinking is a wonderful thing, but you need designers. You had designers in your team because there is a kind of temptation, and particularly here in France, by doing design thinking without designers. You know, we are a very engineering-based nation, and we love engineering. We discovered marketing, but and we discovered also design. But very often, they try to do design thinking without designers. And so I would like to say to all the companies that are here, please hire designers, because if you want just to survive or just to be the winners, well, you have to hire designers. So my name is Dominique Sciamma. I'm working in a design school. That's why I'm telling you this. I'm the head of the research and development of the school, and I'm so heading a department devoted to robotized objects, what we call objects. So since we are talking about the future, you know, inventing the future, the way we are working with our students, because I'm speaking as a pedagogue right now, okay? It's a very radical way because we tell them something that you might not like in the audience. The first thing that we say to them, forget about marketing. Forget about the user needs. You know, the people, they don't know what they will need 5 years from now. So don't ask them. Forget about technology. There is no single usage in technology. You can try to look in technology and find a usage. You will not find a single one. Forget about reason. Very strange, because we are, you know, the Industrial Revolution is based on the victory of reason. And this is why you could forget it, because we are sure that at the end, reason will come back. So forget about marketing, forget about technology, forget about reason. And it's the big return of the wishful thinking, la pensée magique in French, the new wishful thinking. Just dream the usages. Forget about all the constraints. Just dream the usages. Imagine that you are big, a kilometer high, that you are very small, that you are torn apart, that you will be in 1,000 places at the same time if this is needed for the usage. And then you work on the scenario, and then you have a good scenario, and then the reason is back. Okay, now the reason is back. How can we do this? How can we think this? How can we be in 1,000 places at the same time? How can we be torn apart? And then with which technology? And the technology is back, okay? And then for who? Which price? Which time? Okay, so by doing this way, then you can innovate. You can do real design thinking, which is not only about process, but about invention. By starting with the constraints, you will invent the same thing that your neighbor, because we are starting with all the same constraints, the same marketing constraints, the same technology constraints, and with all the greed of our reason. But by forgetting everything, then we will be in a very big landscape. I will be working here, you will be working there, and then we will discover new opportunities, new solutions that will be very different than the one that we will be that we'll have invented by starting by the marketing, the technology, the reason. So back to magic. This is the way we are working with our students. Think the reverse way. Start with the dream, then reason, technology, marketing. And by doing so, we are inventing the future. So I would say I will have just one single word to add to your conclusion. I know that I will have done my job the day that there will be one jobs, a designer working as the CEO of a French company.